There is a moment, just before the sun rises, when the sky is neither dark nor light, when the earth breathes slowly, when the birds hesitate before their song. That moment, my friend, is sacred. It is not empty. It is full. It is full of a silence that speaks more than words, a pause that holds the whisper of God. Stillness is not a lack. It is not absence. It is presence. It is the presence of something so vast, so intimate, so divine, that only in silence can we even begin to perceive it. You and I live in a world addicted to movement, to achievement, to acquisition, to speed. We celebrate busyness as if it were a badge of honor. We check boxes, chase notifications, answer messages at the speed of light. And somewhere in all that doing, we forget how to be. We are a culture of motion. And yet, motion does not always mean meaning. Noise does not equal truth. And more does not always mean better. What happens to a soul that never pauses? It forgets its shape. It forgets its source. It forgets its purpose. Stillness, then, is not a luxury. It is a necessity. It is not an escape from life. It is the way into real life. The world around us is chaotic. Yes, wars rage. Screens scream. Our calendars are overfilled, and our hearts are undernourished. But deeper than the chaos is a current, a rhythm, a sacred stillness that has always been, always will be. It is the heartbeat of God. Stillness is where eternity meets time. You ask, what do I mean by stillness? I do not mean merely the absence of sound. You can sit in a quiet room and still be full of noise. You can turn off your phone and still be drowning in worry. True stillness is a settling of the soul. It is the deep exhale of the spirit. It is the unclenching of the heart. And yes, it is uncomfortable at first, because in stillness, all that we've buried begins to surface. Our fears, our griefs, our longings, our wounds. But don't run from them. They are not your enemies. They are invitations. Stillness reveals what needs healing. Stillness makes space for transformation. Elijah, the prophet, fled to a cave, broken, exhausted, ready to give up. He did not find God in the wind, nor in the earthquake, nor in the fire, but in a whisper, a still small voice. And the whisper changed everything. Why a whisper? Because God does not shout over our noise. He waits. He waits until we are quiet enough to hear. Let me share something very personal. Years ago, I was in a season of noise, not around me, but within. I was busy doing all the right things, but slowly, I felt the hollow inside me grow. And then one day, I stopped. I sat by a river. I watched a leaf float slowly downstream. No words, no goals, just breath. And in that stillness, I wept, not from sadness, but from remembering who I was, and who God had always been. Since then, I've learned to honor stillness not as a moment, but as a lifestyle, not as escape, but as entrance into clarity, peace, purpose. And stillness brings fruit, patience, wisdom, presence, love. Jesus lived this rhythm. He withdrew often, not in fear, but in alignment. He stood before storms not because he had no chaos around him, but because he carried no chaos within him. His peace was not circumstantial. It was rooted in the stillness of communion. You too can live this way. But how? Start small. One breath, fully noticed. One moment of silence, fully received. Pause before you speak. Turn off the world for a few minutes a day. Sit in nature. Walk without headphones. Pray without words. Let your soul settle. Let your heart unclench. Let your mind rest. Stillness will feel unfamiliar at first, because we've lived so long in hurry. But the more you practice, the more your soul will begin to remember. This is your true home. In the stillness, you'll begin to hear, not your anxieties, not your ego, but the whisper of truth. You'll remember that you are not your productivity. You are not your performance. You are not your failures. You are a beloved soul, already whole, already held. So now, I invite you, wherever you are, to pause, to breathe, to be. Let the noise fall away. Let the thoughts pass like clouds. And listen, not to me, not even to your mind, but to the quiet voice beneath it all. The voice of stillness, the voice of presence, the voice of the divine. Be still and know that is enough. That is everything. Thank you for being here. May your life be rooted in peace. May your heart find its rhythm again. And may the stillness you discover today become the sanctuary you carry everywhere. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos. Press the bell icon to receive notifications about new videos.